All right, hello. Welcome to another Let's Talk. I know that it's been a little while since I did the last Let's Talk, and I'm going to try and get the Let's Talks going at a little bit more of a regular pace. Just a lot has been going on this month, especially this weekend. And TwitchCon took over this weekend. Friday was the first day of TwitchCon, which meant the opening ceremony happened, and that's mainly what we're going to be talking about here. But over the whole weekend, there has been a few things going on with TwitchCon. And I'm just like, really? And I think there's probably a lot of people that are kind of feeling that same way of like, why are these certain people up on the stage? Why are they even at TwitchCon? It's just definitely been feeling a certain way around Twitch lately. And it's a big majority of it is because there is new management at Twitch, and there is also stuff coming from upper management, meaning most likely Amazon. Now that Twitch has gotten bigger in the spotlight and in the eye of everyone, that Amazon, they have certain things that they like to push around, and we're definitely feeling it at Twitch. You'll see what I mean once we start getting into it. But what we're going to do is basically just go through all the different updates, stuff that is coming to Twitch. Some of it is good. Some of it is good, but only for certain people on the platform. So we are seeing new stuff like stories and clips, featured clips. So we've already had featured clips. And they are upgrading the clip editor, which is a cool thing. So now you can make vertical videos out of clip editor. You can take those vertical videos, you can put them on different websites, like a Instagram, Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, whatever, you name it. And that is a good thing for discoverability wise. It definitely helps out. Pushing. I've been using Shorts over on the YouTube platform side of things. Again, Shorts, they get a lot of views, they get a lot of attention on your channel. If you want to try and grow your channel, make clips. It is definitely one of those things. Like, there's a lot of people with a very short attention span nowadays, so they are just watching clips of your channels. So stories is a new thing that's coming to Twitch. So the stories is, instead of it being clips, you can just throw up a story that lasts only for 48 hours. If you're on Instagram at all, I think also Facebook does it too. It's basically just the whole thing of, it's a short video that only stays up for a certain amount of time and then deletes off. You can end up using it. Basically, what the main thing of all the stories is so if you are going, if you're late to going live on stream, or if you got like a new mixer or a microphone or a camera or something, and you can show it off of like, hey, come to the channel, check out the new gear that I got. You can ask the streamer about the gear. You're promoting the gear, you're promoting, or if you're running late or something, you can end up promoting that. Now, the problem is stories is not available to everyone. From what Clancy, the new CEO of Twitch, said, is apparently it is only available to affiliates and partners, which is, I don't know why Twitch is going in this route of, because all it's doing is it's really just holding back anybody who is a smaller streamer that is not just like blowing up through the ranks. It's really pushing anybody who does anything dramatic on the site that goes viral. It's letting them get that big momentum push, where everyone else who is just a regular streamer, just trying to have a good time, build a community and all that, is really just like, it's just leaving them in the dust, which that should be your core essential. Twitch was built on those just a random amount of streamers that were sitting there just playing games and talking to the chat and not having all the drama, not having all the controversy, not trying to go viral, just sitting down having a good time. That was the quintessential start of Twitch. That is the what should be the heart and soul of the community of Twitch, is building that little bit of a community in your chat where when something happens, it's like, oh yeah, I was there. I remember when that happened. I was there live for it. Unfortunately, that is getting put to the wayside. I feel like with these stories and the clips features and everything is good. For discoverability, to bring in people so you could possibly have those moments, because there is a lot of streamers that are still trying to have just the normal regular moments. But the problem is Twitch is really pushing more towards the drama side of the community of like, oh, this person did this thing that got a lot of heat on the website, but it went very viral. Oh, that's a lot of clicks. That's a lot of views. Let's start working with them, which is such a backwards way of thinking and going about all this stuff. So they're testing a version of the Discovery feed with live channels to helping viewers find a new live stream to watch. The problem is even the Discovery feed, all you're going to see is the algorithm push the videos with the most views on it, and that's usually something that is controversial, or it's somebody made a clip of a female getting up off from her chair, and it's one of those clips. We've seen that over the years, time and time again. But now it's just like, now that we have stuff like the hot tub streams and all that stuff, that's what prominently gets pushed into your feeds, whether you're following that content or not, because it's getting the most clicks. That is the stuff that always gets the most clicks. It's the internet. So if you're actually legitimately trying to play games or do music or something, or do like a podcast talk show or something on the platform, you're just getting buried by all that other content. No matter how much all these featured clips and everything, the Discovery feed and all that stuff that they're doing, it's just going to get overrun by, that type of content, which I think, in all honesty, Twitch themselves, the higher ups at Twitch are probably like, yeah, whatever. It's viewership. We don't really care what the viewership is. We don't care what the viewership is for. It's viewership. So we have gotten into the point of the community aspect is taking the back seat to the business side. It happens with a lot of platforms. We have hit that moment here also. So improving the clip editor, you can trim and change the aspect ratio to make, again, vertical videos as stuff, so you can post it to other websites. And actually, Twitch is getting more on the line of, let's actually try and promote to other websites, not just keep everybody segmented over to our piece of the internet, basically. And then they are also changing guest star, so they just barely put out guest star not that long ago. It's like I want to say it was a few months ago. Probably like 4 to 5 months ago, they put out guest star, and it sounded like a really cool feature, except for it was only available on Chrome. And again, not a lot of people use Chrome because it just takes up so much system resources and it runs slow. So what they are trying to do with guest star is turning it into Stream Together, a new OBS plugin, basically. We have had over 150,000 streamers that are opt-in beta, and we'll be launching it to everyone later this year, which, again, it's cool if they actually launch it to everyone, but every time they say we're going to launch it to everyone, they just mean the affiliates and the partners. And from what Clancy was saying up on the stage, it was just for affiliates and partners, which, okay, that's cool, but what about everyone else that's not an affiliate and partner? Give everybody the tool set to actually succeed, and, why not? You're just going to make more affiliates and partners. Maybe it's because they don't want, more people getting paid out, but you would think it's making more ad rev money for Twitch overall. It just seems very weird that they are kind of holding back smaller streamers in that aspect of trying to just build a channel up. I could have been affiliates myself months ago. But I've been keeping an eye on how Twitch is running, and also, just the overall, the onboarding process too. It was, you definitely have to go through a whole process to actually get it. On top of that too, you can go through onboarding and you might not even get it. There's a lot of people who get denied for affiliates, and especially partner. Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, literally got denied of being a partner, even though he is CEO of Twitch. It's just so weird to even see any of that stuff happening. So this, back to the Stream Together feature. It is, again, this is a very cool thing that they're doing. It's only for a select group of people. So a single URL into an OBS scene, and we'll handle the rest. You can still configure your scene using individual URLs for each participant. You have an option to streamline the setup, so you can actually see all this stuff in a video form, sort of, from the opening ceremony. It's in there somewhere. It's a 6-hour broadcast. Trying to comb through and find all the little bits and pieces of all this stuff is definitely a hassle to do. But it is there if you can, like, if you find a clip of it, I recommend checking that out. So shared viewership to reflect. Okay, so additional stream together features are coming over the next year, including shared viewership to reflect the combined viewership of everyone streaming together. The option to merge chat from the streams that are collaborating together. Collaborations have always been a great way for streamers to grow, and stream together makes it easier. Yes, and smaller streamer going on a bigger streamer's platform. If everybody likes them, they get a bunch of follows. That is absolutely, working together in that aspect definitely helps out everyone in the long run. You can do customized alerts. That's something that has actually been around for roughly about a month or two now, I think. You can do actually customized alerts directly in the Twitch stream manager. There we go. I was going to say the browser, but the Twitch stream manager, and then you can actually push those alerts into your OBS, and it runs just like Streamlabs or something. But instead of going through a third-party website, you can just go straight through Twitch. Don't ask me how much for donations and stuff. This is the reason why people still use Streamlabs, because donations-wise, Streamlabs is 3%. Every other platform is like 10 to 30%. YouTube is 30%. 30% they take out of the donations and such. It's rough. More control and insight for ads. While streamers already have this feature, we will make the chat countdown timer visible to moderators so they can see when an ad is coming, giving them the option to snooze an upcoming ad break. That's pretty nice if you don't have mods because you're a brand new affiliate or something. I would say make that chat countdown timer visible to everyone in chat, so then they know, oh, there is a commercial break coming up. Okay, I can go and grab a snack or a drink or something, or or they figure out some way around it or something, to keep the stream up and run. The problem with Twitch right now, though, its main problem is not so much of a countdown timer. It's more or less the fact that all of a sudden you get bombarded with 9 ads, and it's like 3 minutes worth of an ad break that you have to sit through, and then you've just missed 3 minutes worth of live stream. And when there is everything going on in a live stream, that's a lot to miss, especially if it's a podcast talk show type of environment. New holiday promotions. Communities love to show support for their favorite streamers, and we can help boost that support by hosting big celebratory events like September, where viewers get discounted sub prices. Again, this is something Twitch has done for a long time, of September and everything. It is good to get more people sub to the channels. Gives you emotes and everything, but okay. So when it comes to emotes, there is actually a clip to watch on this. Okay, so this is to do with emotes.
And that we're going to double the number of animated emote slots for all partners and affiliates. Also, if you use Twitch alerts for a hype train or a sub alert, you'll get even more.
Notice how there wasn't a whole lot of yay in the room. Now, one of the reasons why there wasn't a whole lot of yay in the room, there we go, was just the fact that affiliates and partners, once again. So what happened to the followers get, like one emote slot, and they were actually, so there was, I think it was last year they were talking about, last year at Twitchcon, they were saying something about followers could have, if you follow a channel, then you get a single channel emote. And that was going to be for every channel on the platform. So then everyone could have at least one emote to hype up the chat, to try and bring in people to, to make these hype moments happen. Never happened. And instead, affiliates and partners, once again, they get double the emote slots with animated emotes. So then everyone else that's not an affiliate or a partner, you're just screwed. You don't get any emotes and whatnot. Again, it's just that stacking on top of, like, if you are a smaller streamer, okay, so you're going to go for affiliate, cool. What happens if they just don't want to let you into affiliate program? Because there's a lot of people that's happened to where they're just like, nah, I don't think so. Let's see here. So, updates of off-service content policy. Now, this was just a joke. Updates to the off-service content policy. So, we see safety not only as a basic requirement for everyone on Twitch, but as an essential part of creativity and community. As our community grows and evolves, we continue to examine and evolve our own safety approach. Whoever you are and whatever kind of community you want to build, you can be your authentic self on stream when you feel it's safe to do so. So I would bring up Clancy saying this talking point, but he just read off the script right here. Our off-service content policy is designed to protect the Twitch community, recognizing that misconduct that takes place on or off Twitch can be extremely harmful. To further protect our streamers, we're adding doxing and swatting to lists of off-service conduct behaviors we will enforce against. This update to our off-service policy takes effect today, which was back on Friday. Now, this is like one of the most laughable things that they could end up bringing up, because let's bring it over to the full screen effect here. So listen to this very closely.
And guess what? Expansion doesn't mean that the things we already love get left behind. Just like Justin did 16 years ago, Kai is still inviting us into his living room today. So now, tens of millions of people are watching it, and that's what's different, and it happens every single day. So, as some of you may know...
So Kai Sennett, of all people... So you're this is the reason why it's laughable that they're trying to say that updates to take place on or off Twitch can be extremely harmful. Yeah, maybe the guy that you're putting on the main screen
swarmed and basically overrun by people. Look at the crowds of people there. In fact, subway lines, bus lanes, they're bypassing Union Square. It's a big subway station in Manhattan. Apparently what had happened here is a popular Twitch streamer was holding a video game giveaway. If you don't know what Twitch is, you're not alone. I barely know what it is. It's apparently a platform where you can watch other people play video games.
Which is a thing. A lot of, I mean,
Sounds
clearly.
incredible.
So literally the guy who caused a literal riot, a legit riot in New York City, they're going to put him on the main screen, on the main stage of Twitchcon, of the main, this is like the WrestleMania of Twitch, is Twitchcon. And you're going to put him on there doing his little dance for the whatever the hell the whole thing was. The more I see of it, I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? So you're adding doxing and swatting into the off-service conduct. How about adding something in there to where if you start up an event, because this is not, Kai's not the first one to do this. And I've made videos on this before talking about this, and it's blowing my mind that Twitch is still not doing anything about this. Like, why is he even on the platform when he just did that? When you're literally trying to push about extremely harmful behavior off stream and off the Twitch. Kai represents Twitch streamers, like Twitch overall of a brand. I mean, another one that is Hassan, who's literally just went on Piers Morgan and was talking. I mean, I'm not going to get into the politics of the stuff that they were talking about and everything, but just him saying that, oh yes, I am a Twitch streamer and I am a propaganda artist. It's just like, man, you are like, every one of these people are just discrediting the platform so broadly. It just makes everybody look so stupid that is trying to stream and maybe even make a good solid point while they're streaming. But the problem is that Twitch is basically gaslighting and putting these people on the main stage. Because, I mean, Hassan XQC doesn't even work at Twitch anymore. I guess he streams on Twitch, but he's literally signed with Kick. Amaranth, she don't even work there anymore technically. she was just on main stage earlier today, and XQC and Amaranth literally signed $10 million contracts with the competitor live streaming service that is also made by people who got kicked off from the server. It is kind of just mind blowing and mind melting at the same time of how all this stuff is going down. So yeah, they're introducing channel level chat warnings where your mods can send out a warning to the chat. We already have this going on with moderators as is, so this is one of these tools where I'm just like, okay, it's good that it's there, but why are you spending the time and energy of making this when we already do this manually as is? When you could be trying to push out, again, follower emotes, trying to help push features that are not just affiliate and partner features. There's only two websites that I know of that uses Twitch embedding, which is Facebook and Twitter, the X. So Twitch embeds are an important tool for streamers and third-party websites to distribute Twitch content. However, we've seen a very small number of sites that use embeds in a way we've seen a very small number of sites that use embeds in a way that was not intended. On November 1st, we are introducing a change to our embedded policy to prohibit autoplay when the Twitch stream is not a substantive or meaningful component of the page. For sites that do not comply with this policy, we will disable autoplay for embeds starting November 15th. So what I'm kind of picking up on that is Twitch doesn't agree with maybe Twitter policies, and because Elon keeps trying to keep Twitter as uncensored as possible, and people are speaking out against Twitch, making different changes. And I mean, Twitch did just push something into our faces of like this was the most, you could just tell it was so damn scripted.
I do not want to be apart from you ever again. Will you marry me? Yes.
I'm sorry, but usually when this type of thing ends up happening, it's somebody's actually making a partner. It's like bring your affiliate badge up here. You are now a partner. That never happened this year. Instead, this happened. Instead, that gets the main stage highlight of everything. I'm just like, really? So we're just going to give up, actually partnering somebody and it's like showing, hey, this could be you up on stage one day. There's a lot of people that have looked at that moment of like, this is super cool. I was up on main stage handing in my affiliate badge for a partner badge. Instead, nope, we get, pushed that in their face on top of the cross-dressing drag show, whatever that they had going on too, which was just another thing of just like pushing everybody's face. What's a lot of people just don't care to see. There's been a lot of backlash with on the drag show. And they just made it part of like the main events right after the opening ceremony. We're going right into a drag show, and as far as I've seen, everybody's like, yeah, I just don't care about that. So if majority of your user base doesn't care about it, and your viewer base doesn't care about it, maybe don't do it anymore. But no, I think it's like an Amazon thing where Amazon's like, nope, you have to be all inclusive and you have to give it a little push and whatnot. So to end off with all this Twitch stuff, simulcasting, policy updates. Finally, back in August, we updated our simulcasting policy to allow simulcasting on mobile services like TikTok and Instagram. As of today, you can now simulcast on any live streaming service. We believe that you should have the freedom to decide which services you have that you want to live stream on. You can learn more about it at the article. So what I would say for this whole simulcasting thing, they were forced into doing it because sites like Kick and now Twitter is also starting to get into the game of, Elon Musk, he streamed Diablo. He had like 3 million people watching him, and the live stream was running very smoothly at like 60 FPS. I think it was probably 1080p. It looked smooth as silk. So the X is going to be another platform for people to actually possibly just switch over to and live stream on there. A lot of people still really love to stream on both Twitch and YouTube, as I've been doing for the last few months. And then on top of that too, it's like you have the whole thing of, you know, Kick, where Kick is allowing people to be signed. I mean, there's a reason why XQC and Amaranth showed up today on Twitch live streams, because in their contract there is a, oh, you can go on Twitch, you know, clause type of thing in there. So you can be on multiple platforms at once. So it's forced. It's kind of like, this is where competition is kind of forcing Twitch's hand into letting it happen. It's a good thing, but it's kind of not at the same time, where it's a good thing if you are just a straight up, you know, legitimate live streamer that just wants to, you know, show off your gaming skills or show off your, you know, have a show on there of a talk show or a podcast or something. You want to get more views on said talk show, podcast, you know, live stream, whatever. But if you're one of the few, well, not one of the few people, if you're one of those people that causes drama and everything, and you got kicked off from Twitch already, and you've been streaming on, you know, there's a handful of names I could throw out there on this. I mean, hell, Kai Sennett should even be like kicked off from. Again, I will say that I don't really care if that's a controversial statement of people being like, well, how dare you say that? But he should be, after the New York City thing. It's totally against the guidelines of what they're saying is even the most updated guidelines. Yet he's still there. But everybody who got kicked off from Twitch that ran over to Kick, or didn't agree with Twitch and ran over to Kick, which in all honesty, I just seen another name that was predominantly on Twitch was Nick Merckx, and I think it's just because he had a difference of opinion with other people in the higher ups, and that's initially got him in trouble with Activision. It most likely leaked over into, you know, Twitch offices. So therefore, he jumped over to Kick, and he signed over with Kick. And I'm just like, I mean, I don't trust that website. I will say it all over again. I would retire from streaming before jumping over to Kick. The people who run that place over there is the ones that got kicked off from Twitch. So what do you think it's going to be happening with all that over there? A lot of people are friends with those people that run that boat over there. If you're taking that and you're bringing it over to Twitch, you're just inviting problems back onto the platform again. And that's essentially what Twitch has been doing, is inviting the problems from one platform back over to their platform again. I told myself a long time ago, you know, it's just like everybody always says that, you know, hey, I told myself if this isn't feeling right, get out of the platform, get off the platform, whatever. And in all honesty, like over this last year, Twitch does not feel like Twitch anymore. And I really hate to say it, because I've been, you know, I have been, you know, you see me, I'll still wear the shirts and everything, because there's been 6 years of a lot of good memories. And that's the reason why I hate to say that, because Twitch has felt like home. It's definitely, it helped out in a lot of ways in life for a lot of people, you know, the community, sitting in the live stream chats and, you know, just, you know, shooting the shit with everyone, but also using the emotes and the backstory behind the emotes, and, you know, the kappas, the lulls, the hey guys, you know, all that stuff, everything in the community. It just doesn't feel like that community is there anymore, and it feels like Twitch is pushing more for it's more for the handful of people that they know they can make a lot of money with, and less about the community at large that's they have to build up. And the problem is the community at large that they have to build up should be your main primary focus always. And that's what they say. That's their end goal, is like everybody on Twitch is, you know, all of us are live streamers. We are the Twitch community and everything. And it feels like that's more or less with the Twitch community, and well, it's more for the Twitch community and less for the business heads that are running Twitch now, because there's a lot of new blood at Twitch. There is a dark mode on this website. I just realized that is so much better. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've loved live streaming on the Purple platform for years now. Again, I hit that 6-year anniversary, and I started really looking. It's like after 6 years, and the reason why. I haven't really looked into like what is going on around me on this platform and everything. It's because I was very tunnel vision. I was very like, okay, I want to build. I think Twitch is awesome, and just before I was even live stream, I've been on Twitch for roughly about 10 years. I'd say probably at this point. I want to say it's probably something like 10 years almost. If it's not 10 years, it's pretty damn close. And before I was live streaming, I was part of the, not in the chats, but just like a part of the community where I was just hovering around live streams, lurking really and everything. That's the reason why I say I love seeing the lurkers, just checking out the stream and all that. But back then, it was the love of the game. It was, make some music, make some cool innovation in the tech space, make a talk show that is, for the love of diving into topics and everything. And now it's just like I said, the way that Twitch is going, it's like, okay, so you have like a game show happens at Twitchcon. Well, it's the same 4 people that run the game show, and it's no new blood. They're not trying to bring somebody new in to actually get if they do bring in anybody new, it's for like 2 seconds. And then they're just like, yeah, okay, that was cool. And I get it, the crowd is all like, yay, but there is, I mean, you definitely hear the crowd getting a little bit lower on the hype scale just because a lot of these people are just like, they're not even part of Twitch and they're out there. So yeah, it's again, it's, and then I hate to say it's California politics, but it's definitely the California way of doing things, where if you're in with the cool kids club, then you're in with the cool kids club, and that's one of those things with tech overall too, in the gaming industry overall, that I've definitely been noticing. That's happening more and more now. Like it was there, but it wasn't so prominent. It wasn't so just like in your face of like, yes, we are going to work with this select amount of people, and that's it, because they don't disagree with us and they do what they're told, and they're just going to sell the product. And that is such a dangerous way of going about things, because then you're not going to have any growth. You're not going to have any, we can't have any negative feeling about anything. If you do, then screw you. It's kind of that feeling that's going on with Twitch now too. And it's been going on with the gaming industry. I mean, I've been talking about it for a while now. It feels like all the publishers, they don't want to work with anybody unless it's that select group of people. And now we're starting to feel it with Twitch too. YouTube is not much better either. I'm not sitting there saying like I'm done with Twitch, I'm going over to YouTube or something like that. I am getting more viewership on YouTube. I really wish I was getting more viewership on Twitch. It's not going to happen because I'm not controversial enough, I think. And it's also that I'm not, I don't get pushed by the main office or anything. Again, it's just part of entertainment, the entertainment business. I could probably do more by just going on my own and not even trying to, I think I'm just at the point where I just don't care to work towards affiliate and partner with all these different companies anymore. I've done it for years. I have been a partner with like YouTube and such. I was on Google AdSense for a while. But yeah, I don't know. Twitch, I would be open. Like, I think after October, after Alan Wake 2 drops and everything, after this whole like October, frenzy is done and over with, I think we might end up having the last stream on Twitch come October. I'm starting to feel that, because it's just like normally when I watch TwitchCon, it's a, it reinvigorates you to be like, I want to stream again. And I don't feel that this year. I was starting to be kind of iffy with it last year also. This year is very prominently of like, man, I am not feeling what they're doing here. It's just like a lot of drag show stuff, a lot of, they opened the ceremony up, like I said, with like a lesbian engagement thing. It's just like, where in the hell is the like like I said, turn your affiliate badge into a partner badge, and then going over the floor to show like Artist Alley and this and that and the other. Instead of giving me a drag show, show me around, see what what's going on around TwitchCon, and instead of that, we have to rely on other people that are doing IRL streams around Twitch. And talking about IRL streams too, it's all this hot tub stuff and everything that's going on. I mean, Kai Sennett would have never been able to do the stuff in NYC that he did if it wasn't for the IRL streaming. And there's no repercussions around IRL streaming. Again, I feel like they need to. Well, I think they need to get rid of IRL, and it needs to turn into like a talk show thing, like we already have a music category, we already have a talk show category. Yeah, like you have the fucking the pools and tubs, hot tub category and whatnot, but why do we keep having to have the IRL category where people are just sitting there, they do something controversial, they go viral, and then boom. Again, it's just like Twitch doesn't feel like Twitch anymore because of things like that happening, where it's just like the most dramatic, ridiculous stuff that makes everybody look bad on the platform. That's what goes viral, and that's what actually is pushing more people to do dramatic, stupid stuff on the platform. And again, this is not my first time talking about this, but I just feel like I'm just getting to the point where after this TwitchCon, I think that might be what we might end up doing is just I think I'm just ready to call it on Twitch, until stuff starts to change. And again, I wouldn't, it's not bad blood with Twitch so much. It's just like, I just don't agree with the platform's going. I just don't care to see all the stuff getting thrown in my face of like, California politics being thrown into the live streaming space like that. There was a long period of time where politics and religion was not part of Twitch. And that was kind of dangerous too, because it's like everything should be discussed and talked about. You shouldn't have cancel culture on the platform. Everything should be there, but the main thing of the platform, it was gaming, it should be gaming, and it just isn't anymore. So people dancing in the room and acting a fool and blowing stuff up, that's not the platform that we all started and was a part of for so many years. And I've also noticed too, the original group of people that was part of Twitch ain't a part of Twitch anymore. Like there's a majority of them. There is a handful of people that were there from day one, but there's a majority of people who have just been like, this doesn't feel right anymore. It doesn't feel like what we made back then. And I've seen more and more of them kind of drop off, retire basically, just because of new management of Twitch and everything. So, this is, it's really too bad. It is really too bad seeing where Twitch headed in that direction. But again, I think it's just time to part ways with Twitch. I guess I'd be just live streaming on YouTube at that point and go live every once in a while. Again, I'm pretty much like part-time streamer anyways at this point, because I'm trying to make other projects happen. That are big video projects and such. I was going to use Twitch as a means of just like do pre-recorded Let's Talk, like these Let's Talk episodes like this. I was going to put them on Twitch. I think I'm just going to scrap that idea. Since this TwitchCon, again, I think we're gonna ride out October. And I will stream the Alan Wake stuff that's coming up for October. And then after that, I think we might just wrap up Twitch, and maybe we'll just maybe I'll just maybe I will just stick with YouTube for a little while until Twitch can. We'll see where Twitch goes from the outside looking in, because I can say whatever I want to. Twitch higher ups are going to do whatever they want to, and that's a very big disconnect from where Twitch started and what we all feel like we, I say we because all of us that were smaller streamers from 4 or 5 years ago, we all were streaming nonstop to try and build the platform up, and then I feel like we all did that. Every single person, even if you're streaming to one person, you are still you're still making content on the platform and helping build that platform. And so now that like I said, when you have the people on there making the whole platform look very dumb and saying stupid stuff on newscasts and such, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look to be around. So yeah, I feel like I could do more outside of just being like, oh, I want to be affiliate or I want to be a partner or whatever with a certain platform or whatever. I feel like I could do more if I just did my own thing. So I think again, and where do you again, Twitch and YouTube and social media and everything is just a distribution platform. So I guess after October, go and check out the World of YouTube channel. As I always promote it anyways, go and check it out. So be sure to check out the World of YouTube channel. There's just going to be way more content over here that I'm going to be working on, and I might be streaming exclusively off from YouTube going forward after October. Like I said, I got shorts and videos and everything out, so I'm going to be working on. So yeah, it's just, man, it's really sad to see Twitch going in the direction it's going. I don't know if it's because it's owned by Amazon. I don't know if it's because it's got a new CEO. It's hard to say because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes and the backroom deals and everything. It definitely feels very odd though. It just raises a big question of why were some of the people there at TwitchCon that were there because they are not even signed with the platform anymore. That raises a giant question of what is going on with Twitch behind the scenes and the higher ups and all that. So, and then on top of, all the stuff, like I said, all this drag show stuff and everything that they're trying to throw in everybody's face. I just don't care. I just don't care to be a part of that scene, and I just don't care to see it. So, yeah, we'll see what ends up happening at the end of October. I think I have my mind made up about it after seeing all that stuff go down. Anyways, I'll be back again very soon. Like I said, sub, and hit the bell notification. So, this has been a Warwolf, and I am going to end this. See ya next time.